Thanks for tuning in to Fourth and One. Once again, back with another video. Washington Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens extend their streak, I believe, to 24 games in a row. Winning streak as far as preseason games. Final score was 17-15. Sam Howell started the game. What was his stats here? But he was Sam Howell was 24 for 35 for 280 yards. Average per attempt was 8 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He took on 5 sacks for 26 yards. Quarterback rating of 102.1. So he did a good job. Like I said, he was starting behind the chains a lot. When we started making a kind of like a comeback, the 2-point conversion, he threw a nice ball to the receiver, I believe. They just picked up from the Rams, the tight end, I believe. I could be wrong, but and he obviously it was a touchdown. I don't know, the line judge was right there, or the end zone goal line judge is right there. He can't make a call. He defers to, I guess, it's another referee that kind of said he was out on the 1 yard line. But obviously when he did the replay, Ron challenged it, and it was a touchdown. But we wasn't able to convert the 2-point conversion because, once again, the receiver has the ball in his hands, but it looked like he was making a business decision at the same time. So he was trying to protect himself without actually pulling the ball, completing the catch. And De'Ami Brown had a couple of those today. You got to make plays, and I'm worried. I think he's in danger, but I don't think he will get cut. It'll be shocking if he does get cut, but I doubt it. But I can't. He gets open, but it's just completing the play. It's been the issue in these 50-50 balls. So, and, I don't think he's outplayed Dax Mill or Erickson. But, I guess he's ahead of them on the depth chart. So, it depends on the numbers that they're willing to keep at receiver. I'm thinking they're going to keep 7. Obviously, I believe Dak Mills is going to make the team. Erickson might make the team because of special team purposes. And they're just reliable, man. I mean, you can see Sam Howell, when he needed a catch, a crucial catch, and a crucial point of the game in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, they going down getting those balls. And that's good to see because, we need them. And our receivers sometimes, Baltimore was running. They was able to cover. They ran good coverage. So let me see what the other quarterback for Baltimore, Anthony Brown. He completed 15 passes. 15 out of 19. He was 15 out of 19, 256 yards, average of 13.5 per attempt, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 0 sacks, and a quarterback rating of 136.3. So he played his heart out. And one thing about Baltimore, man, they're gonna keep in that realm with obviously there's only one Lamar Jackson, but they keep a crew of quarterbacks that fit that mold. So you can't hate on that. And this guy was able to get his man, basically. And Tyler Huntley, he came in, he started, obviously, he was 2 for 4, 25 yards, 6.3 yards per attempt, and he had 69.8 yards. But Baltimore couldn't do anything in the first quarter and a half, but all of a sudden they adjusted, and, the guy number 10, I forget his name, let me see, receiving guy for Baltimore, he was killing us. He was really killing us. Robinson had 4 catches for 135 for an average of a whopping 33.8 yards, 1 touchdown, longest being a 67-yard touchdown. And, yeah, he scored 1 touchdown. Benjamin Victor, four passes for 74 yards, a whopping 18.5 yards average. Longest was a 50-yard play. So they gutted us when we kind of, obviously we was kicking field goals. But Baltimore, when they needed to make plays, they made plays. And that was as simple as that. Jared Patterson had 4 receptions for 45 yards, an average of 11 yards, 0.3 a catch, and total targets of 4. He was targeted 4 times. On the Baltimore side, DeMarcus Robinson was targeted 6 times. He got 4 catches from 135, 33.8 yards a catch. So we obviously got work to do in the backups. I don't know if a lot of these guys could be their last game, but not a good impression for the coaches when they start evaluating the film. So they'll have a short drive back down the Parkway or Beltway, whichever route. Marty Rogers had 1 catch for 6 yards. De'Ami Brown, 2 catches for 42 yards, 21.0 average. Longest being 26 yards, 5 targets. Michael Michelle, 3 catches, 41 yards, 13.7 yards. Longest being a 28 yards catch, 7 targets. Dax Mill, 4 receptions, 37 yards, average of 9.3 yards, and the longest being the 21 yards. 4 targets. Matt Cole, that's the guy. He dropped that 2-point conversion. Hit him right in the hands. I mean, this game is contact, man. You can't be afraid of the contact. I know, it's business decisions. It's just natural, but you got to secure the ball, man. There's no excuses. 2-point conversion. Obviously, we wasn't going on overtime, but just to kind of put a towel on the board, I wouldn't have minded. So we got to get better. But anyway, Baltimore wins again, but they take this stuff very serious, and I don't mind because that's what they do. Take it serious. I mean, once you, that's your mantra, they continue to win. And like I said, I don't care what it is. I want to win. And just getting that momentum, just having that vibe and that energy of winning, no matter if it's preseason or what, you just want to be a winner. So 1-3 in the preseason. Ron Rivera preseason record is 1-5. That's not good. He seems to be, I don't know what kind of spirit it was, his press conference. I caught a little bit of that. And he was talking about how, the question was asked to him about, I think John Keim asked him the question, how did Sam Howell look to him? And he said he looked pretty good. There were some plays there that he obviously needed to work on. But for the most part, he was impressed, and it was good to have him out there to get in this type of, work. And also, he did mention that obviously Taylor Heineke is the number 2 quarterback, so they feel good about that. And Sam Howell will probably be the scout quarterback, as far as the season. So that's it. That's it for all you Sam Howell enthusiasts. Me being one who's thinking that he can play himself into the backup quarterback. I like Sam Howell, man. When I first saw his tape last year and the year before on YouTube, I've always liked the guy because he competes, and that's all you want for your quarterback. He competes. He proves that he can play. He can play, man. And so it's just we got to be patient at the fan base and just allow him to develop and let him get let him look for the sidelines too. He's going to get an education this year. And I was impressed. I was impressed. And like I said, that touchdown pass that he threw to the tight end, it was impressive, moving the ball down, being in a, situation where the line was, they were jumping off sides, false starts, holding, playing behind the chains, that whole fourth quarter, moving the ball downfield. And unfortunately, I didn't like the call for the fourth down play that we had on the last drive, but the receiver obviously can't locate the ball, so Cole, so what can you do? So you got to be able to locate the ball, and you got to understand game time situations. You got to understand game situations, man. You cannot get a penalty on the sideline after receiving a punt. I guess complaining that the guy grabbed your face mask, but you got a personal foul penalty. So you can't have those, man, and expect to win. So all we need was a field goal to win, but it played out the way it played out. We got 2 weeks for the first game against the Jaguars, a game that I think is going to be very tough. And right now, maybe they didn't show a lot, but we got a lot of work. There's a lot of work we need to do in those 2 weeks, or else, because Trevor Lawrence is not going to be a joke. He's going to be dotting people up too. And I'm pretty confident in Carson Wentz. He's going into his 7th season. So I got us winning the game, but I think it's going to be a nail biter. And it's going to be one of those games we're going to have to gut out. And let's hope we can go out and just march the ball downfield, because there's some plays we can get on Jacksonville's defense. But we got to be smart. And right now I'm concerned about the penalties. So we got to tighten up. And look at this, look at the film. Have a good 2 weeks in practice, and whatever the cut's going to be, wherever the cut's going to be. So I'll probably do a video in regards to whoever they cut. They might even get some cuts, as far as tomorrow. And don't be surprised, some people might be cut within the next 24 hours. So that's football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready for the season. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. We'll see you soon. Peace.